How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. We also got to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. So today we're going to be talking about AMC. I know you guys saw it had a monsters day inside the market today, and we're going to be going over it. Before we get started, of course, we got to go over the agenda. If you're new to this channel, just want to let you know we have timestamps down below in the description. But if you are a shareholder and you're a part of the movement, I highly suggest you watch the full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be going over is the technical analysis. We're going to be seeing the price action. Where can the price possibly go going into tomorrow? We also want to see where are those areas of support. Where do you want to see it hold up so it can continue this bullish trend? But we already know if you are invested in this play, there's so much more room for upside. The second thing we're going to be going over, we're going to be going on Fintel. We're going to take a look at the newly updated institutional ownership. So we want to see if institutions have been loading up today. And we're also going to take a look at the short interest information. We know this is definitely key, and this will contribute to the overall squeeze. It hasn't squoze as of yet. I want to make sure I put that message out there, but the more it goes up, even the better in regards to the short volume ratio. And then for the next thing we're going to be going over is the order flow distribution. We want to know what's been going down with the weak hands and as well as the diamond hands. And then when all of that is done, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. So let's get into it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for AMC. So let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $26.52, being up 35.58% on the day. On the low, it tested $18.31, and then on the high, testing $29.76. So one of the things that we want to take a look at is how it's lining up with our indicators. And of course, it is looking very bullish. It is well above the 200-day, the 100-day, and as well as the 21-day EMA. We take a look at the RSI above. It is well in that overbought territory, but this doesn't matter. This is a movement. There are many who are buying and they are holding. We have institutions who are loading up, and this is part of the reasons why we're seeing some strong moves in price action. We were also able to beat an all-time high today, and one of the things I was telling you guys before, when you were able to pass these particular areas especially, then we could definitely look forward to seeing a strong move to the upside, and that's exactly what we got. We're also seeing a lot of momentum, and as well as day traders who are in this play. Even the volume was off the charts overall for today. As you can see, it was around 696 million. So what we're going to be looking forward to seeing tomorrow, we want to see $30. Yes, we want to see $30, it going into that $30 range, and then making that move. We can get into the mid 30s. That'll be great. And then looking forward to seeing it squeeze even further going into next week. But do keep in mind, this is not a short squeeze whatsoever. All this, what we're seeing right here, there's a lot of demand, there's a lot of buying going on for shares. When we see that short squeeze, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be epic. People are talking about $100 a share. Hey, I'm looking at it like that. Some are saying 1,000, some are saying 100,000. But what I'm looking at right here, and I've seen what happened as far as for GME, we could definitely look forward to seeing AMC being well above 100. But I want to see a minimum 1K. So anyways, what I want to see from AMC at the end of after hours today, it'd be great to see if we can hold up the $26 level or the $25.50 level. Either one of those levels, I'd want to see it actually hold up and then things continue to look good. But do keep in mind of the fact we already know there's a lot of manipulation that goes down in the pre-market, which we saw a little bit of today and as well in after hours. So it's one of the things that I won't let it concern you too much whatsoever. Regular trading hours is when it really matters. That's when the bulk of the volume is coming through. So we're now on Fintel. We're going to be taking a look at the institutional ownership and as well as the short interest information. position for AMC. As we scroll down on the page, green rows indicate new positions while red rows indicate closed positions. So if we take a look at what's been going down today in regards to May the 27th, we can see institutions are loading up, especially Nuveen. We can see they have a position here at 51,761 shares. We also have Mainstay VP Funds Trust with 10,874 shares. JNL Series 5,568. Nuveen again with 1,257. And this is just taken into consideration today. We already covered yesterday in regards to the 26 as far as institutions loading up the boat on AMC, and it's good to see that it's actually continuing for today. If we take a look now at the short interest information, wow, the short volume ratio is at 30%. This is taking into consideration close as of yesterday. As we scroll down on the page, short shares availability are at 40,000, updated just now, and also the short borrow free rate is at 6.58%. If we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we can see on the 25th it was at 27.06. On the 26th it was at 30.19. So it's going to be very interesting to see what it's going to be later on this evening. But the fact that it's actually going up just means the short squeeze potential is still there. We are not in the short squeeze as of yet. I want to emphasize that fact for you. So when that does happen, the more this short volume ratio continues to go up, the sweeter it's going to be. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for AMC. So we can see on the inflow we had 4,058, and then on the outflow we had 3,772. On the large side we had 17, on the medium side we had 2,918, and then on the small side we had 1,123. Of course, this is for the inflow. Then on the outflow we had 15 on large. As far as for medium, we had 2,693, and then on the small we had 1,064. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, we're going to be looking at today is at 2,685.35. So there was definitely a lot of people who were buying up shares. And the reason why this is significant, we also do know there are many that are holding shares like you and I. So combining all of this overall in general, we already know it comes down to supply and demand here. And the demand is extremely high for AMC shares, and this is part of the reasons why I feel there's more room for upside. Now let's get into the final thoughts. So for my final thoughts for AMC, I must say short sellers are getting smoked. We also see institutions are loading up on AMC shares as well. In regards to the short volume ratio, that is creeping up as well. So I guess these shorts are still not learning their lesson, but that's okay because that's going to make the squeeze even more beautiful. One thing I also want to keep in mind and let you guys know this, because the focus on this channel is to make sure that you are investing and you're trading wisely. Whatever money you have in this play, you got to make sure you have no emotions. If you are part of the movement, you got to be able to hold. So what do I mean by this? You shouldn't be putting your rent money or your bill money in these plays. Again, this is going to take a lot of patience here. This could take another week to 2 weeks to actually get into the heart of a short squeeze. So I want to make sure you understand that. And in regards to AMC getting to that $30 level, I'm looking forward to seeing that tomorrow. And if we don't get it tomorrow, I'm looking forward to seeing it sometime next week. I'm so excited about this. Congratulations to all the apes, all the shareholders, anybody who's in this play. There's so much more room for this stock to go, and I really can't wait. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.